Alrighty boys, welcome back to another step-by-step video. Now today's video is going to be on Sentry. Now the big thing about Sentry that a lot of people will tend to do when they are playing this playstyle is they usually only pick Sentry for the proxy C4 combo. However, there's another combo that I actually really like a lot more than that combo, and it's the barbed wire plus C4 combo. Now the reason why I like this combo a lot more is because first of all, the proximity alarms don't really give you points anymore, right? So when someone walks into one of your proximity alarms, it's not going to give you like that nice like +2 points anymore, because I believe in like a recent patch they just took it out completely, so the Sentry combo doesn't really work anymore. So the barbed wire is basically to give you like a sound alert. And it also like kind of stops the enemy team from moving as well. So like right here on Oregon, we're going to be in the attic and we're defending the top floor. I'm trying to nitro anybody that tries to break my barbed wire in front of the trophy door. They go ahead and start punching it here, so I'm going to go ahead and toss my nitro cell over the top of the reinforced wall for trophy from attic and give myself a free double kill. Now in these type of positions, it's a nice 3v2 position. The easiest way to win is just to take advantage of the man advantage in this position and just try to stay alive. All I'm doing here is I'm holding for my attic walk-in, because that's going to be like the most common way for people to try to win in this position, is they're going to either try to walk in and go into attic, or they're going to like do some kind of play in regards to me in this position. So they go ahead and smoke me off. However, they do end up trading somebody for me, and it turns into a 3v1 position. The last guy, like I said, he's going to be over in trophy for context. And what I'm going to end up doing here is I'm just waiting for the smoke to clear. I am noticing my teammate playing really aggressively here. However, I'm going to start getting audio that the last guy, instead of playing on the breach, is going to rotate over to trophy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swing with awkward timing here and get myself a free kill on the last guy and secure the round. Now, honestly, the nice thing about Sentry is that you do have the pocket super shorty, so you can make a lot of rotates or just like off angles that you guys can use to get yourself free kills, excuse me, by the way. And long story short, the idea that you guys want to go for is that like at the beginning of every round, you want to be making those rotate holes. You want to be looking for some kind of way that you can combo your utility together to get yourself free kills. Like I said, I don't really like the proximity alarm C4 tactic anymore, because with the way that the proximity alarm works now, since you don't get that alarm like perfectly with the score popping up anymore, it's kind of like, it doesn't feel like the right tool to use with C4s anymore, because of the fact that you're not going to be able to just instantly blow up your nitro off of the like first like proxy alarm trigger, basically. So what I usually will opt for is to go for the barbed wire C4 route and then play inside a site and then just try to look for like a normal nitro cell some other way. Now, what these guys do, we're on the basement for Night Haven here. I'm playing a default Mira for Exosuit here, or Nanotech, or is what I should say. And the idea here that I'm looking for is I'm trying to deny for the main wall walk-in play where they like try to go for the default plant. And one of the fancy things that I wanted to show from this clip in particular is that you can actually toss a nitro all the way from the Mira all the way to the outside of the breach from right here, just by like tossing it. Like while you're moving forward, you have to toss your nitro cell towards the breach. Make sure it's at like a really nice angle, and it'll be able to go all the way outside the breach. So we end up getting a free kill off of that. Another guy tries to run in, presumably get to the default plant. However, what ends up happening is I'm able to catch him, get myself a free kill onto him. Now it's a nice 3v2 position. The enemy team seems to only be outside the main wall, so I predict that since they're stuck on the main wall and there's a mirror in front of it, they have to go over to the single wall to be able to progress their push. Because when you think about it, like there's a mirror on the double wire here, you know what I mean? They can't really easily swing the double wall, so the only logical play to go for is to go for the single wall push. Now, one of the things that I did during prep phase, and unfortunately I don't have the footage of me doing this, but I made these little head holes right here, and the idea with this is that whenever people are like stuck for the main wall and they start going for the single wall push, the idea is that I will hold this angle for the double window, so that way that anyone that walks up here will have to go through me to basically be able to actually walk in the site. Now you saw it right there. I got one kill, and then what ends up happening is my Mute pushes up for the last guy, who also has to push through the single wall. He ends up dying, but that's okay because we're still able to hold this cross position. And there's not really much he can do in this position. He kind of has to take this gunfight with me. But the problem is that it's such a like tight angle that it's like really hard for anybody to realistically contest this without like taking a ton of damage. He does try to contest it, but I end up getting myself a free kill onto him, and we end up securing the round right there. Now, I showed this during my post step-by-step video, but this is another nice little nitro cell that you guys can do whenever you do have some kind of like shotgun or super shoddy bailiff, some kind of like utility like that. But you can basically make a hole in this soft wall right here when you're on the kitchen bomb site for Night Haven. And long story short, you're just holding your nitro cell in your hand, waiting for people to go outside the meeting window, and then you just toss it up to get yourself a free kill. Now, next up, we're going to be over on Border here. Now, whenever I'm playing Border, one of the ways that I like playing it is that whenever you're on like one of the downstairs bomb sites, so whether it's workshop or it's bathroom, what I normally like doing, and this is just my personal preference, is that I usually will open up the workshop hatch above server, because one of the things that I like about it is that it kind of opens up play for you to be able to rotate upstairs like to roam, and then like whenever you're getting pressured very heavily, you always have that option of just rotating down the workshop hatch. Now that's just what I personally prefer to do, so that's what I'm going to go for during this round. And then right here, like I said guys, I did try a little bit to do the Nitro C4 tech where you do the proxy and the C4. However, with how I've been playing with Sentry, it wasn't really like that great, because like I said, you don't get the score notifier anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to base my whole strategy about just this nitro cell. I could literally just play like underneath it or like around it and just kind of like chill, but I decided against it. Now, one thing that I have been really enjoying doing recently is playing next to this archives doorway, because a lot of people tend to like, I don't know what it is, but they tend to give up free kills. So like right there was a ram. Not sure why he didn't just toss his ram through the doorway, but since he did that, it basically gave me a free kill. And then there was another guy behind him who I pre-fired to get myself another free kill. And then right here, it's a nice 5v2 position. For context, my proxy alarm is going to go off, but I'm not going to react in time to actually detonate my nitro cell to get the free kill. So I'm going to end up popping it right here. Not going to be able to get the kill. And I'm going to rotate into office here. And there's going to be a guy here that's trying to contest me. I'm going to successfully crouch underneath his bullets to win the gunfight, but I am going to unfortunately get caught off by this Maverick that also pushed in through office as well, or through archives, excuse me, and he ends up getting the kill on me. However, I do have a teammate that successfully follows up behind me, gets a refrag, and we secure the round right there. Now, next up, I want to show you guys two really easy nitro cells that you guys can do for Skyscraper and Night Haven. So on this first one, we're going to be on Skyscraper. We're going to be defending the T karaoke bomb site, and the idea here is that I'm just setting up for karaoke right now, but I do have a nitro cell in my pocket, and one of the things I'm looking out for is people rappelling up to the karaoke window, because one of the things people tend to do is what this guy's gonna end up doing is they're gonna make like a small little hole in the window, which basically lets me nitro cell the window, because they're gonna most likely be peeking through that hole. So I end up getting a free double kill off of that window right there. Now, next up, we're going to be on Night Haven. We're going to be on the basement bomb site. Now, right here, typically when people push through vending, they're going to sprint past this camera and usually go towards the staircase, or they're going to go towards the window. Now, what this Sabana does is that he's going to sprint past and go towards the hatch. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and nitro towards the hatch, right where he's going to be standing, or last seen through the camera, and I end up getting myself a free kill right there. Now, next up, we're going to be over on Oregon. Now, in this next one, we're actually going to be using shield over barbed wire. Now, I use the shield here because the idea here is that the shield is going to watch for trophy for me, and then I can just sound audio cue for the nitro cell. However, for this specific round, for context, excuse me, for context, I'm not going to actually go for this nitro cell. I'm actually going to look for a roam play, because one of the things that you can do while you're playing for this nitro for attic is you can also psycho cameras during the beginning here, and I'm going to end up seeing two people walk in the big tower, which is going to be a Maverick, and you're going to see a Dokubi here. So I know they're going to go for some kind of attic play in this position, so I'm going to go ahead and drop the meeting hatch before they start actually executing their push. And what ends up happening is there's actually going to be an ace that's going to start putting down a claymore right next to you. Next to me, so I'm going to go ahead and swing, get myself a free call into him. Now it's a nice 5v4 position, and to positions like this where you're up around already, I'm going to go ahead and just rotate back to site, because that's the most logical way to win in this position, because typically whichever team gets the first pick is going to be the team that wins, is like my mindset, because you have man advantage. So right here, I'm going to go rotate back to site. I'm going to go ahead and hold this little pixel angle for attic here, get myself a free kill on Maverick, because like I said, There's still 2 people pushing for Attic, so I'm going to go ahead and kill him because he's going to be looking to push for it. And then I go ahead and swing aggressively for the Dokkaebi that I also knew was there as well, and get myself a free kill onto her as well because she's going to be looking for the refrag for Maverick, who I just killed on a pixel angle on the doorway. And now it's a nice 4v1 position. For context, the last guy is on big window. Unfortunately, I'm going to end up overheating here and try to get myself a fancy kill onto him with a nitrocell. Unfortunately, I'm going to end up missing it. I'm going to swing aggressively. I'm going to end up dying, but it's okay because we do eventually secure this round. I didn't clip it. Now, honestly, guys, this was supposed to be like a 2-part clip for you guys for like a like 2 different nitrocells you can do from this shield on Chalet on the wine cellar bomb site. But long story short, the first one, I want you guys to use your imagination here. The idea is that when you're behind the wine cellar shield for pillar here, they open up the wine wall to your right, so the big double wall to my right here, and then you toss a nitrocell through that double wall to get yourself a free kill. That's the first nitrocell. Now the second nitrocell is when people are stacked up in the door, which is the one that I'm going to actually show you guys for this clip in particular. But basically, you hold your nitrocell out in your hand before you get to this position, so that way they don't hear you ripping it, and then you just wait for a little bit of audio of them being outside the doorway. You rip it while you're behind a desk, and you get yourself a free kill. And this eventually does lead to us being able to secure this round because my teammate follows up and gets another nitrocell kill, and it leads into a 4v2 position, and eventually we do end up winning this. But anyway, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for the main commentary that I wanted to do with Sentry. Like I said, you want to play flexible. You want to try to use your utility to the best of your ability with the gadgets. Like, try to combo the utility as much as you can. So, barbed wire nitrocell, proxy nitrocell. One habit or one trick that I didn't end up doing at all was the bulletproof plus nitrocell combo, which I did really want to try, but I never ended up using it in any of my ranked games just because, like, most of the time it felt like it was kind of unnecessary because barbed wire was so strong for just the 9 people from just straight up just rushing into the site and just completely decimating my entire team. So that's why I never used the bulletproof, but I do think the bulletproof nitrocell combo is really strong if you do have a competent team that won't allow just like the stupid plays, you know what I mean? And then the other idea that I wanted to talk about is that if you're no good with nitrocells, you can also just run proxy and barbed wire or barbed wire shield, and I think those two in conjunction create like a really strong foundation for your bomb, for like any bomb site in general, just because having barbed wire helps for like when the enemy team wants to rush. Having the shield pretty much shuts them down in their tracks if they're not prepared for you. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and have the rest of this video just be a couple of the extra clips that I got with Sentry that I didn't necessarily need to do step-by-step commentary for it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!
What is happening?
I don't know how I fucking died. There's the guy AFK outside buses.
How am I alive? I killed. They were trying to rush plant, but I just like shut it down.
Tell him a split. Tell him a split window if you want to get that free kill.
I think he's waiting for me.
Nah. I can bait him. He's shooting at me now.
Nah, he's baiting me 100%.
I knew he was. compromised.
C4 out.
Loading mag!
Detonating C4.
Camera ready to activate.
Doorway barricaded!
You have been spotted
Reloading!
by hostiles. Fall back. Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly.
Doorway
5
barricaded!
seconds left. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Camera ready.
Razor wire up.
Activate jammer. Deploying explosive ordnance. Organism. Use it if you have to.
Swapping mags!
Using full stamina top. Reload. Loading mag! Okay. Out with the old, in with the new.
One on 4.
Reloading! Cover me! Loading new mag!
Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Reloading! Cover me!
Prepping needle.
Proximity alarm in place. Swapping!
Fire going up.
10 seconds.
It's ready. Use it if you have to. This will be fun.
5 seconds to insertion. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready
Reloading!
to engage.
It's gonna enter through detention, I think. Yeah. The open detention.
You have been spotted.
Another freebie.
Reloading.
Give me a stimmy deck, Vex.
They might be in customs, Kyle.
Reloading. Cover me.
Your location has been compromised.
Customs dead.
Op 4, last operator standing.
No, they surrendered. Chocolate. Alright, whatever.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
I messed up. I put a mutator where I shouldn't.
Activate jammer.
We're gonna
Reload.
get pushed. Something bad.
Your location has been compromised.
Okay. Clear, you're in the clear. There's a guy on trophy door.
I'll toss it. Why not?